Hi, this is Mr. Petito from Whams Tech, and today we're going to wrap up the sign-in and security section within the Google My Account page. We've already taken a look at the sign-in settings as well as the device activity settings, and finally we're going to take a look at the apps with account access. So I'm going to select apps with account access. It's the third link there, and there are a couple of screens within this section that will allow us to manage the apps and websites to which we are signed in with our Google account. The first one is the Manage Apps section. These are the apps in which you've signed in with your Woodward account, your Woodward Google account, that is. So for example, Adobe Spark Page. Adobe Spark lets us sign in with our Google account, and so now it shows up in this Apps with Access to My Account. Every time you sign in to a website or to an app with your Google account, that app or website is looking to use some part of your Google account. Often it's just the basic information like your name and email address. However, some of them will allow you to post to your Google Plus page or events on your calendar, or will send an email, or will access your Google Drive. So you have to be sure you're not giving some website or some app full control of your Google account. And in this section, you can manage that. Let's take a look. So here right off the bat, I can see that it's organized in alphabetical order. And I see that some of these apps are accessing different parts of my Google account. This addevent.com has access to my Google Calendar, and this Adobe Spark Page has access to my account as well as Google Plus and some basic account info. Amazon Alexa, for example, has access to my Google Calendar, and Asana has access to my Google Drive. And I've given those apps and those websites permission to do so. If ever you have a website or an app that you're no longer using, it's important that you come in here and remove access, because if ever that app or that website becomes unsupported by its original creator, or if a hacker gains control of that website or that app, they then have access to parts of your Google account. In this example, I used to be signed in to an app called Spark Mail, and I used Spark Mail as an alternative to my Gmail. Thus, I gave Spark Mail access to my Gmail. However, I no longer use Spark Mail, and I want to make sure that Spark Mail no longer has access to my Gmail. For that reason, I'll select Spark, and I can see that it has access to my Gmail. It has access to read my email, to send email on my behalf, to delete and manage my email. Those are all very risky things in the event that someone takes control of the Spark Mail website. So I'm going to remove access from Spark Mail, and now they no longer have my information. It's as simple as that. The second section are my saved passwords. This section leverages Google Smart Lock to remember passwords and apps for sites that you use from Chrome and Android devices. So this will not apply to your Woodward issued iPad, which is neither an Android device nor has Chrome on it. Here I can select Manage Passwords, and now I'll be able to see all of the websites in which I've signed in using Google Smart Lock. Unlike the managed apps, these websites are not utilizing some portion of my Google account. Rather, these websites will automatically populate the username and password in the sign-in field when I'm signed in with my Google account. But just so you see how this works, here is a website known as code.org, and if I'm signed in to Chrome or on my Android device with my Google account, coder_1941401 will automatically populate in the user field when I go to sign in. It'll also populate the password. If I want to know what the password is, I can come to this page and tap the eyeball and know that the password is awesome. So it'll automatically fill in that username and that password on the website, and so all I would need to do is just simply hit the sign in button. So it's again a matter of convenience. However, if I don't want that information to populate that website anymore, I can hit the trash can icon here And now that information will not automatically populate on that website. And that wraps up the sign in and security section within the My Account page. The sign in and security section does have a one-stop shop security checkup wizard that will identify issues with each of the 3 sections that we've taken a look at thus far. And you can select any of those things and get some quick resolutions for those issues that Google found, or get verification regarding your security. In our next section, we will take a look at your personal info and privacy within your My Account Google page. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.